Hey guys, it's Bren, and I just wanted to pop in today to give you my post-burn thoughts on the two new candles I got on Candle Day, so the cereal marshmallow bar and the sugared blueberry donut. Now I've burned them a little bit, pretty much consistently every waking hour that I've been home over the past few days, because I wanted to come back and tell you how they did. So before I actually talk about them individually, I just wanted to say overall this collection, I really do like the packaging, and they're so pretty when they're burning. The inside of the label here is kind of reflective, and it really makes the flames just kind of like dance in there. And honestly, for me, that's kind of the best thing about these two candles. I really do think they're really, really pretty burning. I like the packaging. So overall, happy with that. But now let's break it down and I'll talk about them one at a time. So I'm going to start with the sugared blueberry donut here. If you want to just hear me talk about cereal marshmallow bar, you can fast forward to this spot in the video. That's when I'll start talking about that one. All right, so the notes here on sugared blueberry donut are fresh picked berries, glazed donut, and sugar cane crystals. And as I said in my haul video, this was the big unicorn to get this candle day. It was the one everybody wanted. It sold out online really quickly. And then I had a burning in my haul video, and I was just giving you like real fresh impressions. It hadn't even pulled out yet, but I was a little worried that this was going to be light. And I've been hearing that all over the place from a lot of people, that it seems kind of light. I'm going to tell you, burning this candle, every time I've burned it, and I burned it this morning, was the like fifth or sixth time that I lit it up, and I feel differently about it every time. Like I almost feel like maybe I shouldn't even be filming the review yet, because maybe I'll feel even different next time that I burn it. But the first time that I burned it, it was pretty bad. It was giving me like a waxy kerosene type scent almost. I really couldn't hardly smell the actual scent of the candle, and it was very light what I could smell. It didn't do very well. The second time I burned it, I felt like maybe it was getting a little better, like that waxy smell was burning off, and I could actually smell the actual fragrance, but it wasn't pooling out, and it still wasn't very strong. I actually had to take a plastic spoon and like scoop some wax out from the side that was like not pooling out because the wicks were a little off center, and then kind of just doctor it up a little bit, kind of like push the wicks so that they were centered, put it out, light it again, and by like fourth burn, it had corrected, and when it's burning better and it's pooling out, it got a little stronger. Still, I was feeling like it was pretty light. Just yesterday, Brett from Philly Candleman asked me, like, so what's the deal with it? You know, is it bad? And I told him, like, yeah, it's very underwhelming. I think I told him it was like a 2.5 out of 10. But then this morning when I was burning it, so again, we're 2/5 of the way done here, very close to halfway done. Fifth or sixth time I've lit it up, and I actually felt like this was the best burn this morning, because I could no longer smell anything funky. It just smelled like the actual fragrance. Still not strong, but stronger. I'm leaning more towards giving it like a 4 out of 10 now. Really feel like it's still slightly below average for a Bath & Body Works candle. It's nowhere near, like Blueberry Pie is like a 9 out of 10 on strength. You know, it's super strong. But it got better. It's weird because usually it's the other way with Bath & Body Works candles where, you know, the first half is great and then they get gross in the second half. This one I actually feel like it's just been getting better so far, but I'm gonna land on like 4 out of 10 on strength and throw. The actual scent, again, like got better. It might have been sometimes whatever they coat the wicks with just has a funny smell, and you just kind of have to burn that off before, you know, you actually can smell like the candle and it smells good. I don't know, maybe that's what happened. But the actual fragrance, it is just like the blueberry or the Santa's blueberry shortbread body care. I mean, kind of think like blueberry muffin kind of fragrance. Honestly, I think this smells more like blueberry pie than the blueberry pie candle does. Yeah, if you've ever had a blueberry cake donut, you could imagine that this is very similar to that. I almost feel like it smells a little bit more like shortbread because I feel like the bakery note in it is a little bit buttery. But okay, blueberry donut too, I'll give it that. But you know, a blueberry baked good. The actual fragrance is really, really good. It just took a while to be a good candle, and I'm landing on the fact that it's kind of like a medium candle. If you missed out on this one on Candle Day because they sold out or whatever, I would not feel too horrible about it. For me, overall, it's like, it's okay. It's a medium candle. I like it enough now, but you know, it's really not that strong, and it's not like that phenomenal of a scent. For me, it's like I'm really in the middle. Like, I'm really just like, it's okay, you know. Best thing about it for me is that it's really pretty. I love the wax color. I love the way that it looks when it's burning. I like the label, and it smells okay, but I think there's a lot of inconsistency in it. So I'm very curious to hear your experience with this candle if you do have it, because mine has varied so much. Like, it just, you know, it's totally changed, and I'm kind of curious to see if I light up another one, if it will behave like this one did at first, and if I'll have the same pattern. So stay tuned to my Instagram, because I might report on that later when I burn a second one, if it's doing kind of the same thing. But you know, it's okay. I guess I should move on now. That's all I have to say about that one. All right. Let's talk about Cereal Marshmallow Bar. This one's still kind of warm, so I won't flip it over too much, but you can see I've burned this one probably about the same. About 5 or 6 burns, about 2/5 of the way down. It's definitely been melted past the halfway point. And I actually think this one's even prettier because the pink wax, which doesn't have anything to do with the Cereal Marshmallow Bar, but when it's burning, those flames like look pink and you can see them through. Really pretty. And the notes on this one, I'm going to grab another one that's completely solidified here. Fruity rainbow cereal, sticky marshmallow fluff, and confetti sprinkles. And as we discussed, it smells a lot like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles or anything like that. But I think Fruit Loops is pretty much just the perfect description for it. And it smells a lot like the key lime pie candle. To me, it's not a repackage. It is a little different. The key lime pie candle has more lime. It's really like that lime note is not really in here, aside from there just being a general fruity note, but there's a little bit more of a tart, zingy citrus in the key lime pie candle. But if you can imagine that one with that taken out of it, you kind of have Cereal Marshmallow Bar. And perhaps there's a little bit more of like a marshmallowy note in here. A little bit. You kind of have to look for it though. But when it's burning, it definitely gives off the same kind of vibe as key lime pie. I definitely think it's kind of like a, if you like that one, you'll like this one. If you don't, you won't kind of situation. And actually a little bit, and this is funny because as I was burning it, I was like, what does this remind me of besides the key lime pie candle? I feel like it reminds me of another candle too. And then I realized it also kind of reminded me of the other key lime pie, the old failed test scent, which was a repackage of Tequila Lime Cupcake, which was a White Barn exclusive a few years ago. And which is just odd because those two candles smell different, but this one kind of gives me vibes from both of those. At any rate, there's definitely some shared notes, some shared oils going on between key lime pie and this. When it's burning, I mean, yeah, it makes your house smell just kind of fruity. You can get a little bit of like a cakey note in there too, but really it's cereal Fruit Loops, and it's stronger than Sugared Blueberry Doughnut. I would say it's like a 6 out of 10 on strength and throw. Definitely not overwhelming, but very present, very noticeable, slightly above average. So that's why I say 6 out of 10 on strength and throw. This one's really pretty. I think I might even like this one a little bit more than the Sugared Blueberry Doughnut. Not necessarily the fragrance, but the overall with considering performance and everything. And I also didn't have any issues. This isn't the one I burned, but no issues on this one with pooling out or anything like the Sugared Blueberry Doughnut. This one has had high flames and burned really well too. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Cereal Marshmallow Bar. And if you missed out on that one, I mean, I think both of these sold really well. And so if we look at history and we look at like French Baguette last year, it's like that was the crazy unicorn candle and then they brought it back, you know, so we might see these come out in the spring. These are clearly not holiday, Christmas, winter type scents. I mean, these could be burning at any time of year. I actually think they're probably more appropriate for like summer and for like a summer scent. So we definitely might see these back in the future. And so anyway, yeah, but also check your stores because people have been exchanging stuff. I think I might exchange a couple of my blueberry donuts because I just don't need as many as I got. So I'm going to go like browse around and see if there's anything else that I want there. So anyway, yeah, you know, you might still be able to score some, who knows. But those are my thoughts overall. I will probably be back next, I don't know, semi-annual sale, maybe? There's not really too much else I'm looking for from BBW or in general from anywhere between now and semi-annual sales. But I feel like I'll probably see you before then. But I don't know. You can always follow me on Instagram in the meantime at Candles and Music. I'm always posting there if you just want to see what's up. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.